What's up, groovy dudes and groovy dudettes? Today's bell ringer, and yes, this is a continuation of the lesson that we had yesterday. You have to get money to make money. The bell ringer is, have you considered all the factors involved in finding the best job with the best benefits? All right, now let's think about that for a second. Remember, there are more factors than just how much money you make. You have to consider, do you have state tax coming out? Do you have money coming out that's going to pay for your insurance, both life and health? What kind of vacation package do they have? What kind of sick day package do they have? Do they even allow sick days? And then what kind of retirement package, if they have any, do they have to offer for you? How much is all that going to cost? It all impacts your income, your what we call a compensation package. And sometimes it impacts it negatively, and sometimes it doesn't impact it at all. And those are all things we need to consider. So let's look again at coffee after great things. Of course, great things today. I'm getting lessons done for you. I'm getting some videos out to you so you can have something under your belt so that when you do your assignments, you have something to help you understand what's going on in this class. So now you have job offers. You have two of them, a full-time permanent position that pays $55,000 annually and a full-time contract job that pays $29 per hour. Now we're going to do like we did the last time with coffee. We're going to estimate the gross annual income, the gross monthly income, and the after-tax monthly income for each job offer. We're going to record our estimates in the job summary table. We have it on the next page. And we're going to use the information for calculating income, taxes, and costs that coffee used in the last part of the assignment. This job for contract, this contract $29 per hour, is self-employment and has an additional 7.65 gross income tax. That's kind of bogus, but guess what? It's true. So to calculate the after-tax income, we're going to find the remaining percentage of after-tax. We'll find that's the complement of the actual sum of all taxes. Tax for the permanent position is the same as coffee's, 22.65, which means that the after-tax remainder of his compensation is 77.35%. The tax for the contract position is a little bit more because we had that 7.6 self-employment tax, which means that it's 30.3, or 69.7% remains of his gross income. So as you can see, if you think it's easy to just get a job, it is. To actually run a business, the government picks on you a lot and they take a lot of money. And that's true for no matter what business you run. All right, so let's look and see what this looks like, okay? Income information for the permanent position is $55,500. There is no process. We already know how much he makes, so his gross annual is $55,500. The contract position is $29 per hour. We know he works 40 hours a week for 52 weeks, so that total is $60,320. Gross monthly, we just divide the gross annual by 12, and that gets us the gross monthly. So $46.25 per month for the permanent position, and $5,026.67 for the contract position. All right, so let's move on. Based on a gross monthly income, which job would you take? Now, of course, it's very likely the contract position pays more. Most people will take that. If that's all you knew, yeah, that's great. But remember, that's gross monthly. We haven't even calculated after-tax income. We haven't calculated take-home after all the benefit packages that you have to pay for come out. So let's take a look at that. All right. Process to calculate after-tax. 77.35% of his income, his gross monthly income, remains after taxes for the permanent position, which means he has $3,577.44 left. In the contract position, just 70% or 69.7% of his gross monthly is left. So his after tax is $3,503.59. So he's already got less money in the contract position than he did with the permanent position. So which would you take? Now the permanent position has a much lower tax rate. So that means the permanent position makes more money. So the permanent position costs you $95 per month in health care, for benefits for your health care, and 4% of your after-tax income in retirement contributions. That means whatever you make after tax, 4% of that goes to retirement. Contract job offers you $150 per month in healthcare benefits and 8% after-tax income and retirement contributions. So let's see what that looks like. Health insurance, $95 per month. Retirement plan, $150 a month for the contract position. Retirement plan, 4%. We calculate it by multiplying 0.04 times his after-tax monthly income. So that costs him $143.10. On the contract position, 8% of after-tax, so it's $280.29. So the monthly take-home, $33.39 for the permanent position and $3,073.30. That permanent position pays him a full $300 or, $250 more per month. So based on that income, that take-home income, which would you take? Well, obviously the permanent position has a higher monthly take-home income. Did your decision on which job to take throughout the analysis change? All right, and what does that say about your decision? I know that it looks like that contract position, if we go back and look at it, it looks like it makes more, but I want you to understand something. The contract position is based on 40 hours per week for 52 weeks. What if we worked more than 40 hours per week? That adds into a little more money because then Uncle Sam or the U.S. government decides to give us pay that's time and a half, overtime pay. So contract jobs sometimes pay it, sometimes they don't. All right. So when considering various job offers, what all will factor into your decision? You got to make sure that your compensation package is going to pay your bills. I mean, sure, it's great to have a great retirement plan, but if it costs so much money out of your pocket that you can't pay your bills, it's really not worth it. It's important when making a decision like this, consider all the variables that contribute to your income or lack of before you make that decision. So be certain that when comparing positions that you're comparing each according to their own benefits, but that you compare apples to apples and not apples to oranges. Now, I know you've heard that expression, but the whole lesson that we've been going through today and yesterday is trying to help you understand how to compare two different jobs that have different pay ways to pay you, different compensation packages. So you can compare them apples to apples instead of, oh, well, I'm only making $29 an hour. But this job pays $55,000 a year. You see that big number, and it might change your mind. You have to understand that you have to compare how much is the gross annual, how much is the net annual, or what we call after tax, how much is the take-home pay. That's all important to understand. All right? This job is the perfect stepping stone towards not fulfilling my dreams. Yes, that's true. So that's the end of this lesson. Appreciate your time, folks. Hope you're staying safe, social distancing by using social media instead of socially shaking hands and being around other people. In the meantime, y'all be blessed and be a blessing.